Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and this is Spartan from Fat to Fit, week number 9. Our exercise group today is going to be arms day. We already did squat day this week. We're doing arms day today. That's the best way I can characterize it. Might be a better name for it. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. But yeah. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different with this episode. I'm probably going to mute all of the audio just because there is copyrighted music in the background and that's causing me issues with YouTube. So I do apologize, but we're going to go ahead and try to narrate all the way through the video for you guys so you know exactly what's going on and where I struggle and whatnot. Alright, so our first exercise of the day is going to be standing overhead shoulder press. We're starting out with, I believe, a 30-pound warm-up set, and then we're going to get into our full set after that. But as you can see, already showing a little bit of fatigue. Now, I came into tonight with a little bit of soreness left over from bench day, which was Friday. Okay, so we're running a little bit low. Now you can see second set here. Actually, I think we skipped recording the warm-up set, so this might just be our straight-up overhead press, 30 pounds. And yeah, you can see we're doing, I believe, sets of 8. Maybe it's 10. I forget. I do apologize. But yeah, arms are not my best workout. Like, I am literally the worst when it comes to arms. My upper body's terrible. And then on top of that, I've been worried about the amount of weight that I've been gaining lately. So I've been trying to get away from eating a bunch of extra calories and getting back into my older routine of, just limiting the amount of calories I'm eating every day. So then on top of that, on top of the normal pushing myself harder than last time, I'm also managing to come in with a pretty significant calorie deficit today. And between that, like, you're going to see, I am extremely exhausted throughout the entire video. Every exercise that we do, I end up pushing myself every time to basically failure, and this is going to be a perfect example. We're on the bench here. We're going to be doing some dumbbell flat bench, and I believe that I'm starting with 45 pounds here. We did do a warm-up set with 30 pounds, so this is the first set of 45 pounds, and you can see going through it pretty straightforward. 45 pounds is usually my working set. I worked up to it last week, did it no problem. But today, with all of the things that I mentioned, with a little bit of muscle soreness, the just pure exhaustion from being in a calorie deficit, you're going to see that I'm actually going to fail right here. I believe it's this set. Second set of the day, we go up. I believe we're only doing 3 sets of these anyway, but second set, we're 3 reps in. We're looking good. 4. This is 45 pounds, and there's the fail. And you can see I end up laying it on my chest. Coach trying to push it away from my face, make sure I don't smash my face, gotta keep the face pretty. But yeah, it's just a perfect example. Sometimes you have a day where you just don't have it. And today was that day for me. So I ended up dropping down. We're doing 35 pounds instead of 45 pounds to finish out the set. And then we'll go on to, I think, our third set after that. But yeah, 35 pounds, still able to push it pretty easily. I'm pretty frustrated with myself at this point because I know I'm recording. I try to make sure that I push myself hard each time. And you can see here we go, another 35 pounder for our final set of 10 here for these. And then after we failed, and Terry was struggling today too a little bit. After we failed, Coach is going to have us do an extra 2 sets of, the first one's going to be 10 pause flat bench dumbbells with 20 pounds for me. I think Terry ended up doing 30 pounds. But the goal here is form and then explosiveness. Well, this one was the second rep. I didn't record the first one, and then I was like, okay, for the second second set, because he told us to do as many as we could, we're going to go ahead and record it. And you can see with 20 pounders, we pause at the bottom, get a good pause, and then we explode up. And that's what he wanted us to work on, so that we're really pushing and exploding into those bench presses, because that's an area that I struggle in. My bench is terrible. My actual barbell bench is up to 135 pounds now. That's how bad I am. But yeah, it's just you got to work on it. You got to get better over time. These are the little things that help you with your form and help you get better over time. And I do believe we end up with 19 or 20 reps on these at 20 pounds. Now remember, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of weight, and it's not. But the cumulative effect of what we've already done, the shoulder presses and the bench presses, and now doing these pause reps, it adds up. And we already failed once today. And you can see we're literally going to go until almost failure. We didn't go quite to failure. I probably had 1 or 2 more reps in me, but I didn't want to drop the thing on my chest again. That's not preferable. Then we come out. We're doing the incline dumbbell presses here. And this is 30 pounds, I believe. So, you can see I'm actually surprisingly doing really well here. Given the fact that I already failed on the 45, 30 is my normal working weight with the incline bench. And I feel like I hammered these out pretty well. I was feeling good all the way through the incline. And so I think that there's a good chance that next week or the week after, I'll be going up to 35 pounds on the incline. Just due to the fact that these felt really, really good. So I'm actually almost as good at the incline dumbbell bench as I am on the regular dumbbell bench at this point. We're very close. If my maximum right now on the flat bench is 45, I'm doing 30, and I'll probably be going 35 pretty soon. But you can see this is our third set here of doing 10 reps of 30 pounds on the incline bench. And I'm keeping a very nice rhythm. You will see that towards the end of this set, I do start to tire out. You can see I'm starting to struggle. You can see I'm gritting my teeth a little bit. I'm going to have to get me a mouthpiece because I do push myself really hard. And I feel like I end up like kind of grinding my teeth a little bit. Now we're moving on to the side. I don't know if you call this a lat raise or a delt raise, but this is 15 pounds. And this is brutal. If you've never done these, I highly recommend you try it. Like, if anybody thinks that they can look at this and go, it's just 15 pounds. Come on, why are you struggling? Trust me, this is brutal, especially after the exercise. Again, the cumulative effect of working the same muscle groups over and over again. Just rough, man. It's rough. You get to these, and by the end of the set, you are struggling. You can see every time. And then we're doing a circuit. We were meant to do a 3-way circuit, but we ended up getting... on the face pulls, we end up having to wait for that machine. So we just did the lat raises or delt raises, and then these curls. Coach told me to do 35 pounds on the curls today. I'm fairly confident I was up to 45 pounds. So these felt a little bit light, but I'll be honest, the way I was feeling today, I wasn't about to correct it. So I went straight with the 35 pounds. We're back over here with the 15-pound side raises, and... you can see each time, like I can get 4 or 5 pretty easily, and then I'm starting to struggle. You can see the elbows starting to come in a little bit. I try to get my arms out all the way and try to keep decent form all the way through. And you can see I am struggle busting hardcore. And you can see just straight, there's no other way to put it. And we do finish that set at all reps at 15 pounds. Then we come back over 35-pound curls, just trying to focus on the squeeze at the top. Because for me, the curls seem to do more to my forearms than they do for my biceps. A lot of people are like, it should be your biceps that are doing all the work. But I don't know. My biceps don't get that tired in these. My forearms get exploded. So maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong. Maybe my grip's too wide. I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know what I'm doing wrong. And you can see my shoulders are starting to bother me at this point. Like they are exploded. We're starting out with 15 pounds again on the raises. And you'll see, I don't think I finished this. I think I get I think that was 3 reps, 4 reps. Are we going to get 5? Come on, baby. 5 reps struggling. My right arm's stronger than my left arm. We got Coach dancing in the background to the Backstreet Boys in the radio, and then I have to call it there. I'm like, I'm not able to complete the rep clean, and so I do drop down weight. I go to the 10-pounders, and again, you look at this, you're probably like, oh my God, he went down to 10-pounder. Yeah, it's brutal. It is actually brutal, and you can see even with 10-pounders, I'm struggling. The face says it all. You can't make that up. I'm not trying to put on a show for you guys or anything. Like I am actually struggling through this. And then for the last set of the curls, we're going to go ahead with a 35-pounder again, and just again, instead of working on, we're just trying to slow the reps down a little bit and squeeze the biceps as we get to the top, just trying to get a little bit more of that work. And then we're going to go from here, we're going to go over to the the cable machine and do some face pulls after this set. So here you go, 70-pound cable pulls or face pulls here on the cable machine. And the goal here, you pull it straight at your face and then flex your shoulders and your back muscles especially. You want to really squeeze the back when you come over the top. And I think I do these pretty well at 70 pounds. 80 pounds I can do, but they start to get sloppy. I start using my body to pull it back and it just gets ugly. Whereas 70 pounds, you can see these, because we had to wait for the machine and we didn't get to do them in the circuit, we're going to end up having less rest time in between each one of these sets. So you'll see by the third set that we're struggling. But still, pulling back, taking our time, making sure we get a nice squeeze at the back, getting it in form. That's the main thing here. Trying to make sure that we're getting the most out of it. And you can see I'm struggling. My shoulders, my back, all struggling through this. But at the end of the day, harder than last time, getting it done. 70 pounds, no problem. Moving on, we're going to grab it for our final set, and you can see really struggling here. You can see the start to use the body. We had a very small rest in between the last set and this one. So you can see I'm starting to struggle with just not having anything left. But don't worry, it only gets worse from here, because our exercises that we do to finish this workout is absolutely brutal. And one of the worst exercises that I do with the coach, which is skull mashers and tricep push-up. I don't know if you call it push-ups or what, but the skull mashers, we're doing 45 pounds on these. And yeah, the goal here, using your tricep the whole way through. I used to go a little too vertical. Coach told me I needed to make sure that I'm keeping it behind my head a little bit more, so I'm using the triceps more. Triceps, I think, the biggest muscle in your upper arm. If I'm incorrect there, it is definitely a thing. And you can see we've got a great look at this, by the way. This is a perfect spot for the camera for this particular exercise. But you can see we're doing the push-ups now. And what we're doing 10 reps, and then we're doing 10 reps and 10 reps again, back to back. And by the time we finish this, it's brutal. It's actually brutal. But you can see as we get to the top of the rep, every time, you can see that tricep on the bottom of the arm there, the nice little twist, and we're getting that good extension. But I think we need to try to keep the weight a little bit further back. And you see, I'm thinking about this as I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit too vertical. Got to try to keep the weight a little bit further back. And then, again, this is 45 pounds. This is only the second time I've been able to get through skull mashers with 45 pounds. So we're doing pretty well. And so we set up with the weight, we set back with the weight. This is the final set of the skull mashers here. We do 2 sets of these, and I thought we were doing a third set because Terry ends up coming back over. Apparently he didn't finish his on his last set, so he had to come back and get the rest of the reps. But you can see I'm actively trying to stay behind my head, but you can see I'm getting tired. I'm starting to go a little bit more vertical, which is taking us out of the range of motion that specifically targets the tricep there. And then you could see struggling. Just look at the face. Every time, even on the easy one, these tricep push-ups or whatever you want to call them, these little tricep bench, whatever you want to call it, are pretty easy. But you add in the over the head, man, and that is just freaking brutal. Now you don't really get to see my face too. You can see right there grimacing. Just these are brutal, man. I hate these. These and the strip down curls are the worst exercise for me. I will do all of the other exercises no problem, and I will enjoy them. The skull mashers and the strip down curls are my worst exercise, and I can't stand them. So yeah, it is actual work to get through these. I'm not enjoying these at all. And my face tells it all. And just watch after this. Coach knows. He's like, I'm going to grab the weights from you this time. So I just leave it to him, and then I just die. I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then I realize Terry's waiting for the bench, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, here we're going to do our finisher, which is we're starting at 20 pounds. It's the inclined overhead bench or overhead press. And we're going to do 6 reps and then move it down 10 pounds. And then do 6 reps, move it down 10 pounds. We're going to do that until we cannot complete 6 reps. And this doesn't sound like a lot. We start with 20, we're up to 30. But I'm telling you, by the time you get to your max, you're done. You're done. And then you got to go back down. So we're on 30 pounds now. We're going to try to knock out 6 reps again. And you can see we are going to knock these out relatively easily. But you can see already starting to wear down a little bit, starting to get a little bit slower. Now we're onto the 40-pound peg. We're going to keep pushing. You can see I'm starting to reset here, getting the weight over my head pretty well. We're getting the form. We're getting nice and deep and then pushing it and locking it out. So we're doing good. That's 40. Taking a small breath there because we're starting to wear ourselves down. Going to the 50 pounds. Let's go, baby. You can see much slower reps, but there, once we get into the groove, oh, there's a little bit of a hitch in the lockout. Come on, couple of breaths. We're struggling. Come on, lock it out. There we go, 50 pounds, done. And now we got to move on to 60 pounds for as many as we can. And this, I do believe, is my maximum ever. So this would be a personal best for me. So we're on to the 60 pounds now. You can see struggling to get it up. There we go. 2 reps. Can we get a third? No. Third rep is out of it. And now we got to go back down. And on the way down, you do as many reps as you can at each peg, the same way you did on the way up, except you're doing as many as you can. Well, unfortunately, you can see we go down to the 50 pounds. We're dropping to, we only got 2 reps. We drop to the 40 pounds. I may have miscounted, by the way. Another two reps there. Dropping again, another 10 pounds off. And again, the goal here is do as many as you can on the way down as well. And you can see we're struggling. The knees are going in. I'm using every ounce of energy that I got. I'm dying right now. Like, I am so out of breath. You can see the breathing, the just trying. And then as we get lower weight, you can see I'm pushing even harder, trying to get the weight in the reps. And you just die. And we got one more set here, as many as we can, and I do believe I get 9 or 10 reps here to finish it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the shakes. Locks it out for number 10, and then done. Look at that. You just... nothing left. You got nothing left in the tank. Coach is happy. Terry's happy. It was a killer workout. And despite the fact that we came in, we weren't feeling the greatest in terms of our body. We were, in a deficit, so we're lacking a little bit of that energy. We still managed to push ourselves all the way through the exercise and or the workout. And I think we did pretty well. So let me know what you guys think. It's a brutal workout. I do enjoy it, despite the fact that it's my weaker days, like the arms days, the bench day. Those are my weakest days. Now, obviously, I'm still pretty weak in the leg days as well, but I'm getting stronger on the legs, and I do enjoy the legs more than I do the upper body stuff. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.